Hello all. While routing um, a PCB in a tool, as we said, design rules are very important. Now, sometimes what happens is these design rules might not fit the actual component related settings or footprints, and ultimately there is a situation that you might not be able to root the PCB. For example, let us assume here there are let see here there are SDA and SCL pins, right? We can actually route the SDA pin directly. Okay, let us connect like this. Okay, and we can adjust the trace as you require, and then what we can do is basically we can um, adjust this trace. Okay, and ultimately uh, what happens is you get this connected to the pad. Okay, now let us route the SCL pin. Okay, okay, so now SCL pin. So when we are trying to route, okay, you see it doesn't get connected. Okay, so even though there is a connection here, physical connection in the netlist, you can see the rat's nest, but it doesn't get connected. The reason for this is basically it is violating the minimum trace to trace spacing constraint, or it could be trace to via constraint as well. So for this case, what we have to do is go to the board setup. Okay, and as the design rules page open, so we are saying it's a minimum clearance related issue, right? Let us try to change to 0.2 mm. Okay, and then click OK. Now let us try to run this particular trace, and you can see here it got connected. So that means the particular scenario that we are seeing here is a problem with the trace to trace spacing setting in KiCad. Now, the major point to remember here is you should not have a setting which your manufacturer will not be able to um, fabricate, right? So it is your trade-off whether you want to adjust a little this particular footprint such that you avoid such scenario of spacing, or you change your manufacturer to get a much closer um, track spacing. So it's again depending on the decision that you make, and you go ahead. But specifically, not connecting to PCB pads is more related to the trace to trace spacing constraint that you have set up in your design rules.